And away we go. All right, folks, good evening. Sorry that we're a little bit later. We were both having a little technical difficulties getting on, but I think we've got it all figured out. Just nobody sneeze and nobody move. And I think it'll all work out. Hey folks, Ryan here from Mista Rau Gaming. Thank you for joining us on this lovely, lovely Tuesday evening. And I've got a very special guest of the show, Anthony Batista from Board Game Dads, and also new co-conductor on the Tabletop Express. Welcome, Anthony.
Thank you, sir. That's right. I'm everywhere now. And by everywhere, I mean those two places that you just mentioned. But I'm very excited to be here and join you in celebrating your marvelous March with Dice Throne.
Yeah, it has been a marvelous March. And so far, I think I've been able to feature a different Marvel game every time that I've managed to pop up on stream, which is
Sweet.
Which is fantastic. And it also shows that I own too many Marvel games, I think, at that time. We have to give some shout outs already because the chat was already starting to go before we even went live here.
Nice.
Vincent is coming in. Thank you, Vincent, for joining us. He's saying, "Let's go, Anthony." Of course, because
Hey,
no
thanks.
one ever cheers for the actual host. Meeple and the Moose, he's in the chat here. Alex McKenzie from Meeple and the Moose. Good evening, Ryan and Anthony. He is saying there. We also have Dan DNix7. Hello, everyone. Time to chuck some dice. That's the only way we know how to resolve our differences nowadays is just roll some dice against each other.
Yeah.
And Dan's already starting to ask the big tough questions. When's this game getting some X-Men? Talk to the Op and talk to Roxley. See if we can get some more Marvel Dice Throne stuff getting thrown in here. But I would like to see. I would like to see an X-Men.
Inevitable. Of course, definitely.
Well, we've seen other IP games in the Marvel license like have so many. They have so much to draw from, and I think they really nailed it. Now, I own the Kickstarter edition of this game, so I have actually no idea who's base box and who is not base box.
Oh, well, I can tell you that because I am not as fancy as that. So my base box is my character, Spider-Man Miles Morales, along with Scarlet Witch, Thor, and Loki.
Okay, so the one half of my box, they actually got it divided then. One half of my box is those four characters. And then they have two, I've been told not to call them expansion sets. They are standalone titles in the because, well, really it's
technically right.
It's technically right. The Op has told me many of times, do not call them expansions. They are standalone products, and I was like, okay, I'll follow the rules, I guess. And so they had one box that is Black Panther Captain Marvel, who I'm playing tonight because I am actually looking him through my BG stats. I've never played as Captain Marvel, so I thought I would give her a shot tonight. And then the other standalone box is Black Widow and Doctor Strange, who are two very OP characters in this game. They do lots of fun and interesting things, and they managed to find ways to deal lots and lots of damage.
Nice.
So that is them. And then I saw some people in the chat there commenting on my sleeves. They can't see them right now because I don't have that screen up. And yes, I have to be super extra. And when I backed the Kickstarter, I also bought the character art sleeves for all of my characters because I like to have weird flexes like that. Or my wife's just like, how much money did you spend on that again? Shh. Oh, Vincent, he says, if I cheer for you, Ryan, you will find a way to jinx yourself. Of course, that is my thing lately. And Captain Marvel, I might change allegiances now. So, okay. So he likes it that I'm playing Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
You can't flip flop. You can't flip flop. You choose a team. Don't be a bandwagon. Don't be a bandwagon person here. So yeah, I mentioned this I think a while ago in a Tabletop Express stream because I believe you were talking about. I can't remember which episode we were talking, and you mentioned that Marvel Dice Throne, or even just Dice Throne, was kind of like one of your favorite, kind of like somewhere in your favorite games categories.
Yeah, the issue was it was on my short list of my favorite games that came out in 2022, but I didn't get to play it before I made the list. And in retrospect, I should have waited a little bit because I think it would have been on there.
And so then I mentioned in the chat, I said, hey, I am going to be doing some Marvel streams. And I said, hey, Anthony, if you have Marvel, let's just get you on Marvelous March. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And yeah, and here we are. So I'm going to change my screen here. I went all out for this stream, and I even have a little versus. I don't know if you won't be able to see it because you're not watching this live on YouTube right now, but I got a nice little versus screen going on here. I've even got our life counters up in the corners going for us so that I can check our life counters, which I'll be very horrible. I probably won't even be bothering with this. You'll just have to remind me. And then, yeah, so Marvel Dice Throne, I did do a stream with Jason from the Dice and Dragons YouTube channel. We did do a stream a while ago where we did a full teach on how to play the game. I'll make a link in the description of this video after the fact on that one. So this isn't going to be a teaching night, Anthony. This is going to be, we're going to play this game tonight.
We are going to play.
So I am just going to go over. I am going to be Captain Marvel. And she is, I'm hoping she just does a lot of different fancy damages because that's the way she likes to roll. You'll see that we have, it'll be hard to see unless we're kind of like on full screen in your on your viewing devices and everything like that. But there's these different sections of our player boards that will deal certain amounts of damages to our opponents depending on how we end up rolling our 5 dice here. And each character comes with custom dice that have their own little symbols associated with them. Yeah, Anthony's holding up his Spider-Man dice. I've got my Captain Marvel dice. And really, most of the characters kind of do similar things when you roll things. Like if I get these, these punch icons, if I get certain sets of them, I can deal X amounts of damages depending on how many I roll. There's things that if you get small straights, large straights of numbers, because every dice also has numbers in the corners of them. And yeah, we're just trying to reduce our opponent's health from 50 all the way down to 0. Oh, by the way, you also mentioned that we had these cards, and those cards will do extra funky, funny things for us. And they all have a cost. And we have to gain these things called combat points. We have these little combat dials, which, if I was totally 100% prepared for the stream, I would know how many we actually started with.
You start at 2. I just looked it up, actually.
Perfect. That sounds about right. 3 would be too much. 1 would be too little. 2 combat points, and all these cards in our deck are going to cost a certain amount of combat points in order to play them out. And we were just talking on stream, just off stream. There's some cards that we have absolutely, we kind of have a faint idea of what time we're allowed to play them. So for the purpose of the stream, we're going to probably just be slapping down cards one right after another, just in reaction to some of them. Mainly it's the cards that are referred to as the instant cards. They're going to be these cards that have these red backs, and they say you're allowed to play these cards at any time. So I was just like, okay, so if I play a card, then he reacts and I can react to that one. I'm just assuming
I don't think there's a limit. I didn't see anything about a max, back and forth that you can do for that.
I think it's just if you have combat points, you can spend them.
Yep, I think you're right.
At least that's what we get. Okay. We've got some chatter going on here. We got Dan here says, I've played quite a bit and still haven't hit ultimates. Let's get one tonight. You know what, Dan? You and I are in the same boat. I still have not hit an ultimate either. I've come so close. And I think I just need maybe the right cards in my hand that allow me to manipulate my dice and I can hit an ultimate. Alex here is saying, I've never played any Dice Thrones, and it's good. I call it like King of Tokyo Plus style, maybe.
Yeah.
Because you're really you're rolling your dice a la Yahtzee style. Get the 3 rolls, keep your up to 3, and just trying to just deal that damage. Dan saying it is fun. I want season 1 and 2 as well. I've looked at them, but I might just hold out for some more Marvel. I think I have enough in this big box. I have the 8 heroes.
And if you get every new one that comes out, this is going to eventually be like take up a lot of space, like a lot of space.
Well, the big box that I got, what do they refer to them as? The battle chest. It is literally it's a chest of things. It literally takes up half of my Calyx cube. Oh, and I think this is Chris coming in here. Tabletop Express.
What up? Choo-choo.
Has to have some fellow support here. Captain Marvel is my favorite female superhero in Marvel. You're not alone in that. Vincent's giving you a +1. I'm giving you a +1. She is quite fantastic. Though I'm going to give a slight edge. My favorite female superhero is actually Scarlet Witch. She's quite fantastic. And Elizabeth Olsen has really made her character come to life in the MCU. I absolutely love what she's done with it. So, Sir Anthony, are we ready to do some battle?
Yeah, let's roll 1 die, right? See who goes first, I guess.
Sure. I'll roll mine.
Oh, jeez, I already missed. I got a 3.
I also got a 3. This is going to be 1 hour of us rolling 1 dice, folks.
Got another 3.
Oh, I got a 6.
All right.
There we go. Perfect. I will just give my cards a quick one more little shuffle, and we start off with a hand size of 4.
4, yeah.
Start off with a hand size of 4, and then we will go through. Luckily, they have a nice little turn order card here that'll kind of just guide you through the phases. So 1, 2, 3, 4 off the top, put you right there. And I will try and, well, I guess Anthony's not really watching on stream, so I can hold my cards up and see what I'm going to be doing here. Okay. And these yellow cards, they are during when we are rolling dice. Then we also have some of these blue cards that can only be played in the main action phase. All right, so here we go. So upkeep and income. Very first player does not get income on their very first turn. Income just means you get the draw card and you get a combat point at the start of your turn. I can go into my main phase, which means I can play any main phase cards, which I'll show one right here. There's a main phase card, and here is also a main phase card. Or I can actually just discard cards, which they refer to as selling, and I can discard cards to increase and give myself some combat points, which I am not going to do right now because none of these things are really going to do me any good right now. So I can go straight into rolling dice, which is what everybody wants to hear us do.
it up.
Do it up.
Clank,
okay,
clank,
here we go. Oh, and Dan Nixon was saying his favorite is Storm, which is also a really great pick. So many great heroes. Okay, what did I get here? I got a bunch of I got a bunch of fight icons. Well, I guess that could just start just dealing straight up. On a 4 of a kind, gain a cosmic flare. We also have these tokens that will do various different things. I'll try to explain them when we do it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to keep those fists and roll those ones. Ooh, I got another one. Let's go for 5.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there we go. So 5 fist icons. That is dealing us 7. And there's different types of damages. You can't see this. There's some of them that have this little gray eye circle on them, and there's some of them that have these little red circles on them. Red circle damage is undefendable, which means you just have to take it. But gray circle damage, which is the 7 is, Anthony's allowed to defend it. He's got these little green. We got these green parts of our player boards, and so I see Spider-Man there. He's got 2 different defense abilities that he can do. He can either roll 3 dice and do something, or he can roll 2 dice and do something in response.
Pick one of these 2, right?
And you get to pick one of those 2.
What was it? 7 damage?
I'm dealing 7 damage right now.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to try my counter punch. So I'm going to try to inflict some damage back, at least.
Sounds good.
Looking for webs. Thwips. I got 1. All right, so it says deal 1 red damage times this many. So you take 1 damage and I take 7.
All right, so I am going to go down to 49. And you're going to go down to 43.
Oof, that's a big first hit, man. Yikes.
Yeah, it's Captain Marvel for us. And it says on 4 of a kind. Okay, so if I would have kept my 4 of a kind, I actually would have gained one of her tokens. But I got greedy, went for 5 of a kind. So, and then I get another main phase if I wanted to, which I'm not going to do anything. So I will not discard any cards because I'm not beyond 6. So play passes to Anthony now.
All right. So nothing to upkeep yet. Income. So I'm going to go up to 3 combat points and a draw card. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll.
Perfect.
All right, let's see. We got lots of thwips and a couple of webbies here. What am I trying for? Invisibility, 3 webs. All right, I'm going to keep these.
Yeah, Chris, you definitely need to try Anthony's copy. Anthony will just whip on over. You guys play a quick, half-hour game, and then that'll be it.
All right, so what do we got here? I have
a full house.
I have a straight. I have a large straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh.
So that's my ensnare. It's going to let me draw a card and deal 8 damage. Then inflict a webbed token. So here's a web token.
Oh, okay. That comes on to me.
On subsequent turns, that goes to you, and a player believes is attacked. Right. So then next time you take damage, it looks like it's undefendable damage.
Okay. Ooh, I'm just going to grab those Spider-Man web tokens here.
Yeah, I didn't think about that part. I had a sign that we might need each other's tokens.
I think I don't have any tokens that I give you.
Okay, good, because my Captain Marvel is still in shrink. So.
Okay, so I have this web token, which means my next time that I take damage, you said it's undefendable?
Right.
Okay, so when you dealt me damage, how much was it?
That's 8.
And can I defend it?
Yes.
Yes? Ooh, okay.
Yes.
So Captain Marvel only has 1 defense ability, Energy Refraction. She rolls 4 dice, and let's see what we get. Okay. I can prevent 1 of the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Wait, do I prevent and deal? Oh, I prevent a damage and I deal a damage back.
Eek.
And then I also rolled 2 of these blue icons, and then I get one of my flare tokens.
How many pieces of flare do you have?
I can have up to 3 pieces of flare. And it says flare tokens says deal 1 damage per token to all opponents. During their upkeep phase, a player with this token deals 1 damage per cosmic flare to all opponents. then remove one. Okay, so I can actually gain a whole bunch of these and she at the beginning of her phase, she just deals damage.
All right, so I'm taking 1 damage from that.
So you're taking 1 damage from, and I prevented one, so that means I'm only taking how many?
You're taking 7.
I'm taking 7 damage in total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm down to 42. The answer of everything, and you took 1 damage, which means you're also down to 42. Nice.
All right, and then I don't think I'm going to do anything else. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pass.
Okay, so upkeep phase. So during my upkeep phase, you will take 1 damage. That's not defendable.
Oh, that's fun.
But then I lose the token.
Okay.
Says, yeah, deals 1 damage per cosmic flare. And then I remove the flare token. Okay, and I get a combat point, so I'm up to 3. I get to draw a card. Okay, cool. I am just going to go straight into my roll phase. Ooh, I got a bunch of those things. Can those be used for things? Yes. I already have something that I can do with all of that. I can do a barrel roll. If we have any Star Fox fans out there. Anybody? Do a barrel roll. Oh. Yeah, I think I will do that. Unless, do I have any cards here that can mess with that? Yep, Alex gets it. Alex got the reference. That's nice. Okay, I will do a heck yeah, just replayed Star Fox 64 last week. Nice. Such a good game. Such a great game. Okay, so I am going to deal 6 defendable damage, and then I also have to roll 2 dice, see if anything extra gets added on to that. I'll add 2 more damage each of those, so I'm dealing 10 defendable damage.
Ooh, 10. Oh, yeah. All right. Then I'm gonna have to use my spider sense defense. So I'm looking for a 6, a red spider symbol, to prevent half the damage. I did not get that. Yikes! Strikes. That's a lot. I'm down to 31.
31 already.
Yoicks.
Yoicks, Scoob. And
all right.
I think I will. Do I want to? No, I'm not going to play any of these. I'm not going to play any of these cards. So it is on to you.
All right.
5.
Go up to 4 combat points. Get a card. Aha.
I should replace this.
All right. For 1 combat point, I'm going to play. Oh, no. Why did my camera go off? Is it because I went invisible? Is this super thematic?
This is a super thematic experience. He did his Miles Morales thing.
I mean, my phone is still on, so there's that. Oh boy.
This was one of the things we were dealing. Now, I bet you anything too. It's going to do the thing with the rotation, the orientation of the phone. Oh, we can see Anthony's fan.
Oh, look, it's my ceiling fan. That's lovely. Come on. All right.
Alex is saying his technical difficulties are always very thematic.
That was actually an easier fix than I anticipated. Let's hope it doesn't happen again.
Oh, fingers crossed.
So yes, I played Yikes, which grants me my invisibility token. So Next time I'm attacked with undefendable damage, I can choose to spend that token to still use a defensive ability.
Mm.
So it doesn't necessarily prevent the damage, but at least I get to try to defend, which is nice. All right, let's do some rolling here.
Ah, Dan, he says Marvel Unmatched could be another stream. If you check all the way in my backlog on this channel, I actually did stream Marvel Unmatched with my good friends out in Kelowna, BC, the Meeple Dungeon. And we played a 3-player game of Unmatched on stream. It's very, very fun.
All right,
Oh,
what do we got here? We got
that's a
one,
lot
two,
of web
three.
shooter icons.
It is. It is. I could stop there and deal 6 damage, but I feel like I need to do more than that.
Yeah, you
'Cause
got to
I am
keep pace
already.
with Captain Marvel here.
Yeah, she does not let up. That's for sure.
But I do have a web token here, which I believe everything is is not defendable now. Yeah, next incoming
Right.
attack is not defendable.
All right, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna roll these 2 dice. Come on. All right, what we got here? Get 2 of those. All right, can I play anything? Let's see. No, that's not gonna work.
You're right, Alex. He said, I heard the Marvel Unmatched sets were hard to come by. They're readily available. You're right. It is the Deadpool set that is discontinued and you cannot find, which I am very, very sad that I never had a chance to pick that one up because I would have liked it.
So I can play a card now.
Yeah, you're in your roll phase, so you can play
Right? Okay.
orange bordered cards and red bordered cards.
All right, so I'm going to play this So Wild. It's going to cost me 2. I'm going to change the value of any one die. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a 6 so that now I can do my combo with 2 reds and 2 blues. That's what it says. C combo.
Combo.
I'm going to gain a combo token, which will do something later, but I'm also dealing 5 damage.
And I can't defend that 5 damage because I have a web token. And okay, here we go. Math is hard. I think I'm down to 37.
All right. Cool. And then I'm not going to discard anything, so I am done.
Awesome. Okay, so upkeep phase. I don't. Oh, I guess yeah. This web token now goes away because I got inflicted damage with it. Okay, so I don't have any flare tokens, so I get a combat point. So I'm up to 4, and I get to draw a card. No. Oh, that sounds like fun. I'm actually gonna play that right now. It's a 0 cost card and it says Vegas, baby. I get to roll 1 die, and I get to gain half the value of that die in combat points. I rolled a 2, so I get an extra combat point.
All right. It's better than nothing.
I'll take that. 5 combat points. So I think I will then, during my main phase here, I'll spend 2 of those combat points, taking me down to 3. And I am going to upgrade one of my dice slots. I'm going to upgrade to Aurora Wave 2, which also comes with Binary Recharge, which does something. So that's just going to replace this slot right here. So I now have a different ability. Oh, well, what is everybody chatting about here? Barrows, Winter Soldier is coming for King and Country set. Oh, they're talking about Unmatched here. Yes, that is true. Anthony, we need some spider quips when you attack. I'll try to do my best, Carol Danvers. And I think Chris is realizing that he's going to have to get that set because it has Winter Soldier in it. It happens.
You could put Winter Soldier on urinal cakes and Chris would buy it.
They could release a special edition DVD set of Winter Soldier farting on a snare drum, and Chris will buy it. Oh, not untrue, he says. Right into the droll phase. Oh, what do we get now? Huh. What do we got here? 3. Nah, that's not. You know what? The audience wants to try to get an ultimate. Let's try to get an ultimate here. Oh, and not with rolls like that. That was the exact same thing almost. Well, dang it. Well, oh, wait. On a 4 of a kind, I can get, what is this? 2, 3, 4. Oh, I only just need something for a small straight. I just need a 5. Let's try to get a 5 for my small straight here. No dice. No 5. Do I have a card that can help me with that? Nope. I'm not gonna. Nope, not yet. So what did I get here? Probably a whole bunch of Jack Diddley, which is kind of what Anthony wants to hear.
You're probably still going to do like 12 damage somehow with there.
No, I just have my 3 of a kind on punches. Yeah, I just have my 3 of a kind on punches, which will deal 5 defendable damage.
5 defendable damage. Got it. All right, I'm not going to use my invisibility because that's kind of a waste. All right, I'm going to try my counter punch.
Perfect.
Cool. All right, so I'm dealing 3 damage back to you. So
wow.
I take my 5.
3 damage back, so I am down to 34. And you take 5 damage, so you are down to 27. No, sorry, 26.
26.
Math is hard.
I hate math.
Jack Diddley sounds like the real name of a 1970s comic era villain. I say the phrase Jack Diddley like way too many times. My son uses it. I'm like, what did you roll? What did you roll, buddy? Jack Diddley.
See, now I know the whole thing is Jack Diddley squat.
Yes.
Is that not true?
Yes. And I never say the squat part. I don't know why I've never said the squat part. I just say Jack Diddley. But yes, that would be a great villain's name. And Alex is confirming math is hard this late at night. My students make fun of me because I teach like calculus and pre-calculus and all this stuff. I can do that higher order stuff, but then as soon as they start getting me like, just subtract 2 numbers together, I'm like, what? And I freeze in the moment. Okay, so I dealt 5 my damage. You took the damage and defended some stuff back to me. I get another main phase, which I will not use unless... What kind of tokens do you got there?
So I've got 1 invisibility. That's going to let me defend against normally undefendable attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got this combo token that I would spend after you do a defensive roll, and it grants me an additional offensive roll phase.
That sounds pretty cool. So
yeah,
I am going to spend 2 combat points. So taking me down to 1. And I'm going to play Transference. I'm going to take that combo token into my possession. Because it says transfer 1 status effect token from a player to another player. So I'll take the combo token into my possession.
For someone with Marvel in their name, you are anything but nice.
Being marvelous, yes.
Ay. Ugh, all right. You discarding anything?
No, I'm good.
All right, so I'm going to go up to 2 combat points and draw a card. what's this card? I don't have any upgrades to any of my moves.
Yes, Chris. He says, hey, I can one-off buy this set. My wife's favorite is Black Widow. And then Dan's reiterating, Widow and Doctor Strange is a don't say expansion standalone set. Widow comes in the unmatched set too, so you can grab both in that dice. Just grab it all and then let it sit on your shelf until you have to come on stream with me.
Come on.
Come on, baby.
Right. We got 2 6s. Everyone's calling for an ultimate here, right?
Yeah,
so
we haven't seen one.
I'm gonna keep those 2 6s. Ooh, I got 3 6s.
He just needs 2 more 6s.
Ooh, we got 1. All right, what can we do here? All right, here we go. Appropriately called. 6 it. Spend a combat point. Change that to a 6.
Oh no.
Venom Shockwave.
Oh my gosh. Are we hitting an ultimate right now?
I'm gaining invisibility. I already have it. Inflict webbed. So you're going to get one of these again on your board.
Wow.
And then 13 red damage.
Okay. Now I have a card. I'm trying to remember. There's something special about ultimate damage. I'm just trying to see here because there's in the little chart here, ultimate damage can be. Okay, I can play a card. Okay, I still get to play. I can play a card because it says it's modifiable. Wait, is that what modifiable means? Can I play a card? This is one of those things that's tricky in this game that I'm trying to remember.
A special type of undefendable damage dealt by denoted by a red circle. Not defendable or avoidable. When modified, may only be increased but not decreased. No special targeting rules.
Okay, so I can't play my card. I can't decrease the damage. Yeah. Yeah, opponents can... It says right here on the very back here. Opponents cannot do anything until the ability completes.
Yeah, look at that. It's in all caps.
Cannot do anything. It's the ultimate ability. So I am taking 13. Whew.
Yep.
So I'm down to 23. That's a big one. There you go, Dan. We saw an ultimate get hit. We saw an ultimate get hit. Ah, my God.
Look at that same paragraph, though. Right? What does that last sentence mean to you? The only way to prevent an ultimate ability or avoid its damage is to alter a die roll to stop its activation.
I think that's if I had a die. Because there are cards that allow me to, like, say, make you re-roll a dice. Or there's cards in the deck that allow me to say, you know what, that's not a 6, that's actually a 5.
Got it.
But I can't play something that says I prevent damage from coming in.
It.
Which, spoiler for everybody at home, I'm just gonna hold up the card that I'm referring to.
All right, well, I think that's a heck of a way to end my turn. So
that was a pretty big turn. Now, if you don't win now because you pulled off an ultimate, okay. So we here we're saying, oh man, okay, yeah. So everybody's going here. So Vincent says, if I remember, you can't do nothing against an ultimate, but not 100% sure about that. Dan said, I thought you could play orange cards. And he asked, and Anthony provided. Yeah, it's those orange cards that allow you to modify the dice, but not modify the damage being dealt. Is how I understood it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so top of the turn. I am going to gain a combat point and draw a card. Did I get anything funny? So now I get a card that could have prevented the ultimate. Now I get one. You're a 1 turn too late card. One turn too late. Okay, I don't have any main phase abilities here that I want to take, so I am going straight into... Let's see if I can get an ultimate. Let's see if I can respond an ultimate with an ultimate.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, not with that dice roll like that. Oh, my goodness. Interesting decisions to be made with that dice roll. I will just go ahead and I'll re-roll 4. Here we go again. Here we go again with the decisions. Oh, I do have this thing. Ooh, what's a Radiance token? I have to read about Radiance tokens. Radiance tokens. A player with this token may spend it to change the value of any dice rolled to a 6. Oh, during their defensive roll phase. That still seems pretty good, because 6s on defensive rolls do good things for me. Nah, let's go big or go home. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have went big or went home. Okay, what can I change you dice to? What's a 3? Is a 3 Oh, it is okay, so a 3 is one of those. Okay, I am going to spend a combat point to tip it. I can increase or decrease the value of a dice by 1. I'm going to change that 4 down to a 3. So now that I have a Aurora Wave 2, I gain a Radiance token. I gain a Cosmic Ray token. Cosmic Ray, that sounds good. What is this? After attacking, a player with this token may spend it to roll 2 dice, then choose one of the 2 dice and add that value to the total damage. Ooh, that sounds nice.
Okay.
Can only spend 1 per turn. Cannot be spent the turn it is gained, so I cannot use it this turn. Okay, cannot be removed or transferred by any method. That sounds cool. And then I get to roll 2 dice, and I have to deal damage equal to whatever they total. 3 plus 6 is 9 damage. It doesn't say if it's defendable or not, so it just says deal damage. I'm going to assume that's defendable damage then.
Alrighty. How much you said? 9?
9.
All right. I'm going to try my spider sense here. I'm looking for a 6. No. Yikes. All right. Taking 9 damage.
Okay, so now that means you are down
17.
Which then...
What do you have?
23.
Okay.
But I am going to spend my combo token that I gained from you to perform another offensive roll phase.
Oh, good lord.
Come on. I can't roll jack diddly tonight. Come on. Okay. Okay. What did I do now? Let's see what I did in this case. I got 3 of those. I didn't do anything, actually. I will spend my 1 last combat point to one more time. Just roll. It just gets to roll any number of dice 1 more time. Oh, there we go. That's something. That's a supernova. Gain a Cosmic Ray, which, okay, I get a second Cosmic Ray token, a Radiance token, a 2 Cosmic Flare tokens. Oh my gosh, this thing's really good.
Oh, man.
And deal 5 undefendable damage.
Okay, so I'm going to use my invisibility token, which will let me at least try to defend. With my spider sense. Or do I want to counter punch? Yeah, I'm going to counter punch.
Okay.
Cool. All right, got 3 damage back to you.
Okay, so I'm down to 20. And I dealt, what did I deal? 5. So
Yeah,
you're down
I'm
to
at 12.
You're down to 12. Oh, here we go. And I've got tokens up the wazoo on my board here.
Yeah, really. All right.
I just have to remind myself what they all do again. Okay, Radiance can be spent during defense. Cosmic Flares can be increased damage. You're right, Vincent. Spider-Man is still in the game, technically. He can hit another ultimate. Though we just were saying, we've never seen an ultimate, and we finally got one tonight.
I don't think any of these are going to help me yet.
Oh, and I got a web, and I'm webbed, so I can't defend my damage being dealt to me this turn.
Right. All right, let's do it. Okay.
You're right, Dan. Spider-Man needs some of those those combo tokens. That's what makes Spider-Man good in my experience.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to actually stick with this roll and use my wall crawler ability. So I'm going to get my invisibility back, and I'm dealing 7 damage to you. Defendable damage.
And I have a web token, so it's undefendable. So I'm just going to take straight 7 to the face.
Right.
So I'm down to 13. Down to 13. I have not been tracking that on my little score pad here. People can see it on the screen. 13. Yeah, because now if you had a combo token, you'd totally pull off another turn.
All right. It's my second main phase. I'm going to use a combat point. I'm going to play web shooters and inflict a web token back on you.
So that web token came off, and then web token comes back on. Just can't defend. Just can't defend.
You're up. This could be my last stand.
Yeah, if I hit an ultimate, you done. Because my ultimate does 12 damage. Draw a card. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's my upkeep phase. I have 2 cosmic flares. Deal 1 damage per cosmic flare. So I deal 2 damage to you.
That's undefendable?
Undefendable.
Got it.
And then it says, then remove one of these tokens. So I still have 1 cosmic flare token. What does Cosmic Ray do again? Oh, after attacking, I can spend the token to deal extra damage. That's right. Okay, let's go straight into the roll because let's try something here. Ooh, I got 3 of those. What does that do? 4, 5, 6. Nada. Oh, that's another one. Oh, don't tell me the odds. Dang it. Let's see here. 3, 5, 6, 6. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, for 0 combat points, chose a better... Oh, no, this is during defense. Ooh, oh, whoops. Gave away my card there. Oh, no, I don't know if I can trigger anything here. That...
Really?
I don't have a straight or a small straight. I only have one of those. Oh, I guess I have this. I guess I can recharge. Gain a radiance and two. No, I already have all those tokens. Oh no. Oh no. Did I just hoop myself? I think I just hooped myself. I can't deal any damage, and I don't have any cards that can. I don't have any cards that can modify my dice. Let me see. Wait. I have to be able to do something. Nope, that doesn't do anything.
You're Captain Marvel. There's got to be something you can do.
There's got to be something I can do. Nope, that requires 2 white punch symbols. I don't have that. I don't have that. Don't have that. And I don't have 4 of those. No, I can't do anything.
Oh, boy.
I think I really hooped myself on my dice roll there. Yeah. I can't do anything. I have to pass my turn on to you.
Oh, boy. All right, here's my opening.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, man.
Yeah, because I can't defend. I can't defend the damage. Oh, yeah, Vincent's saying nice. Defense. Now it's offense. Oh, that was not the roll we were looking for.
All right, let's do it.
I just needed to attack once. What was I thinking? What was I thinking?
How many? What is your health at?
13.
13.
Thanks, Alex. Not that there's a good time for a bad roll, but that was a real bad time for you to whiff.
Oh, come on.
That's the equivalent of the team being saying, "Hey, I'm up. I'm just going to play it. I'm just going to play it safe and see what happens." Oh my gosh. Can I last?
Roll up to 2 dice. All right, I'm gonna try again.
Ooh.
1 point. Roll up to 2 dice. I'm gonna take that out. This is a long shot. Ah, damn, didn't work. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So all I can do here is 5 damage.
5?
Yeah.
I would be okay with only just taking 5 damage. So that means I'm down to 8. Oh boy. That's my opening. Let's play smart here. Let's play smart, folks. Pass and turn.
Yeah.
Combat point and a card. Okay, that was actually pretty okay. Let's go straight into rolling all this dice. Oh, could that be... That's 4. That's... Okay, that's 6 damage if I keep it like that. That's 6 damage. And then I just need... Oh, it's the top of my upkeep phase. I forgot to do this. You should have taken 1 damage from my Cosmic Flare.
Got it.
So you're actually only down to 9. So I only have to deal 3 more damage. Okay, so I am going to deal 6 defendable damage. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I deal 6 defendable damage.
All right, I'm going to use my spider sense to try to defend. I need a red. I did not get a red. Can I play a card? Yes, I can play a red card, right?
Yeah, those can be played anytime.
All right, so we're going to play Tippet for 1 combat point. That's going to increase the value of any die by 1. So I'm going to make that a 6. So on a 6, I prevent half the damage, round it up.
Okay, so I dealt 6, so you prevent so you take 3
Okay.
damage only. And so that means you're down to 6, which I am now going to roll. I'm going to spend a cosmic flare. It says after attacking, I get to roll 2 dice. And I get to take one of the values, choose one of the 2 dice, and add that value to the damage dealt. And I can deal 6 damage. I can choose that 6 to deal the 6 damage, which I believe is enough.
Is that it? Is it? Do I get to defend?
After attacking, a player may choose one of the dice and add the value of the dice to the damage total. So actually, this should have been just part of the same attack.
Oh.
That should have been a part of the same attack. I read after attacking, so I thought after you had a chance to defend.
Okay, so what was the total amount then?
I dealt, what was that? 6 minus your 3. So I dealt 12 damage in total. Oh, right. So you would have prevented half that.
I would have prevented half, rounded down. So I was at 9 at the start of your turn, right?
You're at 9 at the start of my turn.
So I would lose 6 damage, and I'm at 3?
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
Hanging on by a web thread here.
That's why literacy is important, folks, for these moments in board games. For these moments in board games, literacy is important. Oh, yeah. The chat is very pro Anthony. They're like, no, 3 more. There's only 3 more.
That's because I'm the underdog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But should the dice be added before? Yeah, the dice. Yeah, we did catch that. The dice should have been added before the roll.
Right.
So they were very adamant that they are very pro Anthony right now. Do I have
my team of lawyers?
Do I have no? I better save my combat points. See if I can have some shenanigans to try to limp across the finish line here. Your turn, sir.
Your turn.
Your turn.
1 combat point, 1 card. Wow, I have not drawn any upgrades to any of my moves here.
I was gonna say, by card drawing ability, this character does not have any extra card drawing ability.
Do you still have any of those flare things that are going to cause me damage next turn?
Nope. I don't have any flares. But I'm not webbed up, so I do have these radiance tokens that will allow me to prevent and deal damage back. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I don't.
These are the moments we live for, folks. Live stream.
All right. I'm going to use my soul point here and play this Booyah card. I'm going to roll 1 die and try to get something cool here. Booyah. It's a 2. Invisibility. That doesn't help me at all. That was a waste. All right. Here we go. Ooh, okay. This looks familiar. Could be 2 of those. Okay, so let's keep that and keep that and try this.
I like that. This looks familiar.
Try this. No! Damn it. Two. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a small straight. Right? Yeah. All right. Small straight. You're going to take 5 damage and get a web token.
Can I just say that I'll spend a combat point and say, not this time? I'll prevent 6 damage coming in.
Got it.
Been holding on to that, baby.
Let's see.
But
All
I
right,
do
I'm
take.
going to discard 2 cards for 2 combat points. And hope for the best. Man,
And hope for the
this is
best.
nuts.
Okay. Nothing to upkeep on my face, so I get a combat point back, and I draw a card. Okay. Okay, that's not useful at all. Main phase here. Well, nope, I better just save those combat points. They're going to come in handy, I'm thinking. Okay, here we go. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money. What is that? I only have to deal 3 damage. But what does he have? What is he holding in his hand?
Well, I only have 1 card. I'll tell you that much.
But he discarded cards to gain combat points so that he has them. Oh, boy. What should I do with this? At least I do have my cosmic ray token that's going to really come in handy for me here.
I feel like I should be able to defend that with just like a mirror or something.
What is this? Is like Marvel. There's like rays that like cut through mirrors, but then there's mirrors that are like mirrors upon mirrors. Oh my gosh. Let's go with. I'm gonna keep those 2, and I'm gonna roll these 3. That looks like something.
Yeah, I don't like the sounds of that.
Oh, almost. Got 2. Do I have a thing? Oh, I do have a card here. Okay, yeah. Let's try this. Samesies. I'm going to spend 1 combat point. I can change the value of one of my dice to be one of my other dice. So I'll change one of these to a 6 so that I can trigger Aurora Wave. I get a Radiance token. Can't gain one. Gain a Cosmic Ray token. And then I just get to roll 2 dice, and I deal damage equal to their total. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then I'll spend a Cosmic Flare. The one that I did not gain this turn. I'll spend a Cosmic Flare to roll 2 dice and keep one of them. Oh, I'll keep that other 6. So I dealt 14 damage.
Oh, is that all? I only have 3 health, right? Well, that's gonna do it, because even using my invisibility, which would let me roll defense, all I can do is prevent half of that damage, which would still put me in the ground. So I yield to you, good sir.
I was say Captain Marvel just went all like Hulk mode and just like. I think this is the part of the movie where Spider-Man fades into dust. Spoiler alerts. Oh boy. Oh, that was a fantastic match.
That was good battle, actually.
That one went back and forth. I thought the turn that I whiffed, I was like, no, that is it.
Yeah, whoever said it in the chat was right. I couldn't really get that combo thing going, which would be nice, because that's basically like two attacks in one turn.
Yeah. Spider-Man's combo tokens, and I'm sorry because I had to play that one card that stole a combo token away from me. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, the only time I had it.
Yeah. What is everybody saying? What is the statute of limitations on spoilers? This is true, because Infinity War was like 6 years ago. It's very true. It's very true. I really thought Spider-Man had turned that corner. I thought he was going to pull it out. I will chalk this up as a rare victory on the actual stream because I am known to get my face pummeled in on
Well,
these.
you took a big hit. At least I got the ultimate on you, which was nice.
That's what I was like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be our. Now look at all the cards that I did not see this game.
Yeah,
Unless
like
if
I
I'm
said, I
missing,
didn't get any upgrades.
unless if I'm missing something about card draw. But I'm thinking there's other characters that can card draw better than some of these other characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dan saying ultimate is bigger than the win. So you are the real winner tonight, sir, for actually being able to hit an ultimate.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because there's some really cool cards in here. There's some really cool cards. Ooh, I have
But
my...
that just really speaks to the replayability of the game too. Besides just playing different characters, I mean, look at all this stuff. Like we played a full game and I don't know, not even half the deck. I mean,
Yeah, I saw one upgrade
That's cool.
and got it out. There's some other things. I didn't actually realize. I think I had... Luckily, it was at the very bottom of my deck, but I had a promo card in my deck.
Wow.
I had one of the promo cards. Yeah, if you got the Kickstarter, you got, I think, one or two promo cards for each character. And then there's also this extra shiny foily card.
Ooh.
And it's a, what do they call it? Oh, a mythic ability. So it stays with your character until you decide to use it in a game. And it gives you a one game ability. So Captain Marvel's one game ability here. Oh, sorry. Her constant ability is I could spend Cosmic Ray tokens the turn that I got them. And then her once a game ability is that I can change all of the dice rolled as part of my defensive roll to a 6. So I could roll 4 dice and have 4 6s so I could prevent 4 damage and then deal 4 damage back once per game.
Nice. That's a big swing.
Yeah, they're not super huge, but they are kind of nice. And all the characters, part of the promo pack, all the characters got one of these shiny, foily, mythic ability cards. And I don't know if those are available now after the fact on, say, like Roxley website or anything like that. I don't know if they are.
How about, do you have these, like, what look like our standees for each character?
Yes.
But there's no base for them. What do they do?
So this is if you want to take your Marvel Dice Throne characters and play them in Dice Throne Adventures. If you want to take your... Now, if they want a license to print money, they will release a Marvel-themed Dice Throne Adventures box and take us on a Marvel journey with our... Like, there will be so many people. Like, people go gaga for bananas on anything Marvel related.
Oh, yeah.
Hence why I'm doing Marvelous March, so I can play all my Marvel games that are in my collection.
What else do you have left on the docket that you're trying to get for the rest of the month?
I wouldn't mind getting an unmatched, but I don't know if that's going to happen because I have on... there's nothing this Thursday. I'm at parent-teacher interviews this Thursday, so fun. Says no one ever. I'm 15 years into teaching, and I still don't like parent-teacher interviews. Still don't like it.
I do not miss that. I do not miss that at all.
My dad made a comment. He's like, well, if the kids don't like them, and the teachers don't like them, and the parents don't like them, why do we still do them? I'm like, fair point. Because all of our communication now is online.
Right.
I don't know. So next Tuesday, so a week from tonight, Maurice Andrews Jr. is coming on the channel. He's Mr. Marvel Champions. He's a guy that I like to chat all things Marvel Champions. So of course we're going to play some Marvel Champions that night.
Nice.
And then that'll be the end of Marvelous March, because then the next week Thursday, I'm finally getting Riley, Tim from Board Game Hot Takes, and David from All Games New and Old are finally getting back on the channel. We had extreme technical difficulties last time they were on. It was in the middle of the stream, and then just like internet power went out in the middle of the stream, and we could not get it. I could not get it back.
So annoying.
So we are no strangers on this channel to technical difficulties. Tonight was a light.
Yes.
Tonight was a light night.
I'm glad ours got resolved as quickly as they did, because that was a little frustrating.
Dan says here, Loki is a fun one. I love his ability that cancels opponents' attacks.
Yeah, you get to put a token like over the whole thing, so you don't even get to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed Loki also.
Thor, he's pretty interesting with just throw the hammer, come back the hammer, throw the hammer, come back the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Type of thing. As long as you have cards to discard out of your hand, throw the hammer, bring it back. Throw the hammer, bring it back. Such a fun mechanic.
So who were you hoping for from the X-Men that would make their debut first in this?
Obviously, Phoenix, number one. I would love to see Phoenix come into this game. Gambit. That would actually be a good one. Really missed their mark on Marvel Champions there. I thought that literally there's going to be a mechanic of you have to like throw the card on the table or something like that. That would have been awesome. But I digress. Phoenix, Gambit, anything with like any of the time travelers. So like Cable or Bishop or anything in that timeline. Yeah, those would be my big asks.
Yeah, there's so many options. So good.
So good. Maybe we could also have like if they could go like a villains route. Like we could just have like a whole bunch of like villains in this box battling each other, dice wise.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm surprised at how they decided to package the standalone expansions, because I don't know, it seemed like Thor and Loki would make sense to be together, right? But they're part of the base box, which is fine. But I don't know, it just seems like it'd be like maybe like a hero and a villain together, right? Like Spider-Man, like Green Goblin or something like that.
Yeah, Alex is saying villains are super hot right now, very popular. Everybody wants the villains. Yeah, I don't know, like Black Widow, Doctor Strange didn't seem like a really interesting, like that was a very weird combo.
Yeah, I agree.
Very, very weird combo, especially if you're like I don't know any comic storylines where it was like Black Widow takes on Doctor Strange or like directly opposes him.
Right.
But speaking of villains, have you played Villainous?
I have a lot of Villainous, and I it just doesn't get played enough, which I know can be said for many games, but like I feel like I'd be much more likely to play more of this and buy more of this, because I feel like it's just easier to get to the table than Villainous. I don't know.
This one is, even though there's lots of text and everything. Oh, hi, Jesse. Welcome to the chat. Jesse's a friend from work here. Battle World, baby. Everybody fighting everyone. Is that an actual game, or are you just saying everybody just fight everybody?
Chaos.
Just chaos. Even though there's lots of little text-like things, you could explain this game in like minutes, and you're off to the races.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesse's saying it's a Marvel game. Battle World.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Okay, he's going down the rabbit hole here. Battle World is a storyline where heroes fought other heroes in universes. It's a Marvel game. And then, here we go. Dan's in X-Men standalone, Wolverine, Cyclops, Professor X, Magneto. You're on to something. You're on to something You're on to something like there. Yeah, Wolverine, Cyclops, like you have to have the bigs to get this draw power. Even though they didn't really have, like in their core box here, they didn't have like the bigs as opposed to like Marvel characters. Miles Morales, very hot at the time of this release. Of course, they're going to have Miles Morales. Scarlet Witch, which is not usually everybody's favorite, but I guess was making waves in the movies and having the TV series. Loki, Thor, like we said, made sense. Huh. I would love them to see it do a Marvel Dice Throne Adventures box. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's where
that's where options there.
Yeah, that's where these little standees come in. If you have Dice Throne Adventures, you can take the Marvel characters on an adventure in a fantasy world. If they got caught in like the Mojo verse,
there you go. Yeah, anything goes.
Anything. Here we go. See, if the Op and Roxley are listening to this, we're just giving them free ideas.
Yeah,
free ideas. But
pay us in games.
Awesome possum. Thank you, Anthony, for joining me tonight. That was actually
that
was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
And I hear this is a big week for Anthony and the Tabletop Express and whatnot. Why don't you explain what's coming up this week on the Tabletop Express featuring Anthony?
This Thursday, while you're doing your parent-teacher interviews, I'm going to be rattling off my top 20 games of all time, which is a very nerve-wracking thing for me to do. It was part of a stipulation when I joined the channel that I had to do this. Chris sat me down and was like, look, if I give you this co-conductor status, you must commit to naming your top 20 favorite games. I had no choice. So that's coming up Thursday. I've been trying to take some photos and get that all set up. But yeah, looking forward to that. Get to talk a lot about games that I love. That was an interesting experience, ranking things like that. Makes me nervous. Almost as nervous as math.
Almost as nervous as math. Alex wants a sneak peek. What's number 7? Just pick a random number. Just give us a very, if you have the list, give us a vague description of what number 7 entails. The vaguer, the vaguer, the better.
Let's see. Where's my list? Oh, come on.
That's awesome that this actually came up.
I don't know where my list is. I'm not even joking. I mean, it's
all on the
somewhere.
Computer.
It's somewhere on the computer, but I actually did write it down because that's how I do things at first. Let's see, is it back here somewhere? No, I don't know where it is. All I'll say is that I will have more crossover with Chris than probably anyone else who's done their top 20 so far, I think.
Oh.
I think. So there's a little bit of a
so there's an idea. If you've go and subscribe to the Tabletop Express's YouTube channel, they have a playlist. They have a playlist already of the top 20s that have been released so far. I think Anthony's the last one to do the top 20.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Ryan, Chris, Brian Chandler, and Danielle have all done theirs. I'm looking forward to it. I've enjoyed all the videos so far. So I have a sneak peek. I have some sort of idea because I watched Chris's. And if you have crossover, which means your gaming tastes are somewhere similar then to Chris's. So yeah. Oh, Dan's asking how many from your top 2-player games?
There's definitely one on there, maybe 2. Yeah, there's 2 at least.
Fantastic.
And Dan's going to be on actually. He's going to be our third.
Oh, is he the guest host?
Yeah, he's my special guest because he's I think him and I have very similar taste. He was rattling off things on one of the streams, and he was just he was naming all my games that I liked so much.
Awesome.
So, yeah, looking forward to his comments.
I thought that was a really neat little idea, is to have a guest on to kind of like just rattle off ideas and bounce.
Yeah,
like having some live reactions to like what the
Yeah,
actual things is. That was actually a really cool and neat idea. It's
for
also
sure.
made me realize that I never did finish my top 100 series. I had started a top 100
Mm,
series and I never did finish that. So I should actually just go back. I should actually do a live stream. I should do my top 20. People would be, from the amount of content that you see on this channel, and I release my top 20, people will actually be surprised. Because
mm,
the stuff that you see on this channel is not necessarily my top 20 and top like games of all time. These are games
sure.
that I enjoy. These are games that I enjoy, but they're not like, some of them are not my top,
Okay.
which is fun. Oh, here we go. Alex is saying top 100 series are actually a ton of dang work. You're telling me that Pub Meeple ranking thing took me like a week and a half because I plugged in like 250 games into it and
Oh
ranked
man.
them. And just anytime that I had a chance at work, I just like click open the tab, click, 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 click. Oh, okay. I have to actually do some work now. Close.
So how far did you get?
Oh no, I ranked all 250 of those games to get my
Oh
top
wow.
100. So I have a top
Okay.
100 list, and I think my video series goes all the way. I think I did 91 to 191. I think I did 3 of them, so I think I got all the way up to like 81. Yeah, I think I went all the way up to 81,
Nice.
and then I realized that producing videos is way harder work than streaming videos. Because after this, I just put it up on the internet. I don't do any editing. I just dump it on and
Yeah,
go.
that's definitely takes a toll for sure.
Pub Meeple comparisons are sometimes weird. Like I had Massive Darkness versus Mintworks, and my brain broke trying to compare. The Pub Meeple
Yeah,
thing,
it's tough.
it's like you're asking me to compare two things that are not comparable.
Right.
But I guess in my brain is like, okay, I'm going to a game night or I'm having a game night. Which of the two games is getting played?
Right. Right.
Which of the two games is getting played? Which, and then of course, personal judgment. Like, I'll say in my top 20, Twilight Imperium 4 is in my top 20, and I only get that game played once a year.
Mm. That's actually a lot once a year.
For a game that size, we have a
Yeah.
local gaming convention coming up here in Saskatoon, and the Sunday is always like the big day because on Sunday they have like 4 or 5 games of Twilight Imperium going.
Wow.
And they start at 10 a.m. and they go until the game is finished. And that's the Sunday. That's the Sunday of the con.
It was a long day.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vincent, for joining us. He says that was fun. Good night, everybody. Yeah, it is late out in the east over there. And it's late. I know it's late for Anthony here. I better let him get to bed.
It is. It's tomorrow already at this point.
It is tomorrow because of the time change. Right, daylight savings. That weird thing always happens. Dan
Awful.
saying, "Great stream, fellas. Thank you very much, Dan, for all the support as always. You're always hanging around in these chats. Much
Yeah,
appreciated."
for sure.
Dang East Coast living in the future.
You're not missing much.
Not missing much. All right, folks. Thank you once again, Anthony. I have links to Anthony's other YouTube channel, Board Game Dads. He's got a lot of fun videos over on there. And I also have links to some of his social media accounts down in the description. So make sure you check out what Anthony's doing. And of course, if you've made it this far and you haven't done so already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, because we're doing lives every Tuesday and Thursdays, except for this Thursday. Parent-teacher interviews. Apparently, I have to do work at night. I'm not a fan of it.
You should live stream the interviews.
I'm set up. And I just got games in front of me and everything. Oh yeah, well, yeah. Your kid's doing fine. Your kid's doing fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
But online says they're failing. They're fine. They're just fine. They'll pull up their socks. I know it. Ah, perfect. Thank you once
Awesome.
again, Anthony.
Thank you.
Any parting words of wisdom?
Don't go up against Captain Marvel. You're gonna lose.
Not all
We'll
the
rematch
time.
someday.
We'll rematch. It was actually pretty interesting. It was my pretty interesting first play of her. Everything just deals damage. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Which
Okay,
is what she
makes
does.
sense.
All right. I will see everybody again next week with Maurice Andrews Jr. as we're playing Marvel Champions. Not even sure what we're actually playing. I think we just decided we're just going to randomize the scenario and hope for the best.
Nice.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.